Hey everybody, I hope that you guys are doing well. My name is Gabriella for anybody new tuning in. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks to me, those of you that are focused around like a business venture, entrepreneurship, it can be a relationship, it's something having to do with like when you think about your long term, what it is that you're building, it looks like you are like laying down roots in some sort of way, or there's some sort of work that you're doing right now where you may not see like an immediate product of what it is that you're doing. But it's very important, the steps that you are taking right now, because it's kind of like laying down the foundation, is how I'm seeing it. I was looking at the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles. Patience is also going to be important as well. I'm looking at the Two of Cups here. Bringing things together. It's going to be important for you to really trust what your intuition is telling you, to really put your faith into that. Seven of Pentacles. Something that you're waiting on when it comes to, for some of you, I'm seeing this be a relationship. The Two of Cups doesn't have to be a relationship, but it looks like this is the center focus for most of you. This can also just be connecting with something that you care about very much. This can be reconnecting with a person. For some of you, though, something is happening. Something is in the midst of happening with the Two of Cups for you. Ooh, a new relationship. This may happen in an unexpected way. It's like you go somewhere that you don't normally go, and then you end up bumping into someone that you feel you have quite a strong connection with. Even a magnetic experience that you have with someone. But there's something about being in a space of exploration. So I don't know what space you are putting yourself within, but it looks like something that may be a little bit different from what you normally do, or it may be a new place, a new location that you're going to, or a new way that you're trying to connect with someone. Uranus can also speak about technology. This can be using technology to connect as well. The Fool can speak about like exploring new territory too. Feeling optimistic, feeling hopeful about this. Okay, so we have Virgo popping out, first major arcana. Yeah, there's something about flipping things around. If you had been keeping more to yourself, if you had been like more quiet, less social even, this may be something that is going to be changing for you. It's like, rather than staying in a space where you're not really interacting, it's like this. If you are looking to connect with someone and there's like groundwork that needs to be laid down in order to do that, it's about like putting yourself out there in whatever way you do that. Yes. So it's like this, for example. If you want to connect with somebody, if you're looking for a relationship, if you just stay in your house all day and you're not really socializing with anybody, the chances that somebody is going to like magically appear on your doorstep are very slim. So if there is somebody that you want to connect with, or a relationship that you're trying to get into, wanting to meet people and stuff like that, there's a focus on you exploring things that you feel interested in. What do you like to do? What are hobbies that you have? Places where you can go that you feel like represent you, or that you feel connected with, where other people are also going to be as well, so you can connect with those people. Because I'm even seeing you be in a space where it's like I don't need to be like stuck up in the house anymore. Like I want to go out and I want to do this and I want to connect in this way, or at least try to, because there's a sense of you feeling like you're even ready for this, feeling like you're ready for this leg of the adventure. You may also be in a place where you're like, I don't know if this is about... It may feel difficult at times to switch up how you had been doing things. It's like if you had felt comfortable with the pace that things were going at before, it may feel a bit uncomfortable for you to like branch out. I'm seeing there be, when it comes to the connection with Uranus energy, which can be a little quirky, it can be a little strange, it can be like kind of erratic, like switching things up in a way that you wouldn't normally, breaking from routine. When it comes to that, you may feel like a bit uncomfortable when it comes to doing whatever this is, but it seems like you recognize that these seeds that you have planted in the garden, there's not really much happening with it, and so this seems like it's going to kind of speed along the process of what it is that you're doing, rather than sitting in a space where you feel like you're not really making any headway. Yeah, so you have to make the decision, like, do you want to lay back and wait, or do you want to go out and do you want to take action? It feels like this. You may know what you want at the end of the day, and either way, like what you want, you are going to achieve that anyway. However, there are two different ways. It's like, one, you can kind of like take a more slow and maybe even natural feeling path to what it is and like allow something to enter into your life naturally, or you can kind of get more like even Mars about it and go after this thing that you want to potentially bring it towards you. Like be more active within that. It seems like there's also a choice that needs to be made. I'm seeing there be some sort of, maybe you feel like this is conflicting. It's like what's going on within your work life and also what's going on within your personal life. And are those two things clashing as well? Like even when it comes to what this is that you want? Virgo. You may even feel like you have to decide in a way. Like there's something about your job and feeling like that, your job or your responsibilities in general, roles that you play, impact like what's going on within your personal life and even like your personal needs that you have. And I'm seeing this be connected with like you connecting with other people. It seems like you're also working through some stuff within the heart space. Like this can be working through past histories where you've been hurt. Yeah. Working through situations where you've been hurt in the past, where like you've opened up and haven't like had someone mirror that with you. That may also be too, like for some of you, I'm seeing you've been putting like so much emphasis, so much energy and attention on your work life, on your responsibilities, things like that, where when it comes to like personal needs, especially in connecting with other people, this is something that hasn't been emphasized so much. There's been much more of a focus on like work, 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 on you like doing your business. I'm seeing there be it's like you have your own process when it comes to what you do with work. There's like a lot of reflection. I'm even getting for some of you like a creative experience that you have, where it's just been like about keeping your head down and doing things that are like all in a way associated and revolving around work, and like even that persona of yours, that role that you play. This can also be responsibilities, like if you have like children, animals, things like that, where you're like nurturing, caretaking, stuff like that. Those can fall under this category, as well as like job, career stuff like that. It's all our like psychosocial roles. Okay, so there, it seems like there has been like so much more of a focus on that, and even feeling like maybe rebounding off of what had happened before. You felt like, hey, I need to get more strict with this, I need to focus more on like work, stuff like that. Now you get into a place where you're like, okay, what about my personal needs though? Like, what do I need to connect with? What am I looking to connect with? I've done this stuff where like I've put in the work when it comes to my things that I'm responsible for, like even connecting with like other people, or like within the 3D, like making sure your money's okay, stuff like that. And now it's a focus on like internally, what is it that you want to be connecting with, and how do we show up for that part of ourselves? How do we show up for that part of our world? And I'm also seeing too that in the past there was many, can be one, can be many different cycles with people. Does not have to be the same person, can be. It's about the frequency, the energetic loop more than anything, where you have opened up and you have gotten vulnerable and you did not see that return to you. And so that may have been why there was such a focus on work for you, like not wanting to get burned, is what it seems like to me. Like wanting to avoid that altogether and just focus on work. And even having good reason to do that too. So yeah, it's like, are you ready? Are you ready and willing to open up now? Again, I'm hearing chances are. The thing is that if you weren't feeling intuitively like it was the time to be opening up, you wouldn't be feeling this way. It wouldn't be something that you're thinking about. What it looks like to me is that if you have any sort of like reticence, if you have any sort of hesitance, reservations, things like that, it seems like it's connected with unsavory situations that have happened in the past. So it's coming more from a fear space. So this is also something to be recognized too, why you may be holding yourself back from connecting or like branching out or opening yourself up, things like that. Yeah, I'm seeing it even make you a little bit shaky when it comes to taking action. Because it's kind of like when I put myself out there before, like when I showed up in the past before, like I felt like I got really connected with particular energies where they weren't what I needed, especially emotionally more than anything. I'm even getting like feeling like the people that you had connected with before, or at least a particular experience, there was like a lack of loyalty, more of like maybe you see a selfishness with the person that you had been connecting with before. Feeling like things were maybe even more on their terms at times. So now this is about you taking back control of your path, rather than allowing that past experience to deter you from what it is that your heart is clearly encouraging you towards. Yeah. I'm hearing stay true. What's interesting to me is that I'm seeing there be some sort of issue that happened in the past with you connected with a masculine figure, some sort of issue with like even masculine energy based off of this particular experience. I'm hearing the word bump. What's interesting to me is that if you, because of this experience that you've had, okay, so let's rewind all the way back. Starting from young, back in the past, let's talk about like childhood, coming of age time, right? When we are like really absorbing the models around us, of like how people are behaving, dynamics, dynamic shifts, all of that stuff. In the past, in your deep past, there's something about some sort of issue, whether this be like somebody being too domineering within a masculine energy or somebody being absent for you. There's something about like an intricate relationship connecting with you and masculine energy. I'm seeing also that this may also be something that you've seen reflected within your interpersonal relationships, within like your romantic relationships as well. It can be your friendships, but I'm seeing this be like very close to home. So these would be close personal relationships. What I'm getting is that like in the recent past, there was also some sort of cycle that came to fruition connecting with more issues or even bringing things to light about this like disarray when it comes to particular masculine energy, specifically like initiative energy. I'm seeing like a very fire masculine energy here. So this can be also connecting with your Mars energy. Mars was in the Mars Aries was in the pre-shuffle. So what it looks like to me is that if you continue to stay within a sense of polarity where like if you are so far on like the feminine end, you are like creating more of a polarity when it comes to the masculine energy, you're going to feel that deficit. And it seems like this is you asking yourself to step into more of a masculine energy. All of us have masculine and feminine. It has absolutely zero to do with gender. It's about us having both of these components and how these components are actually connected. They're just on a sliding scale, masculine and feminine. They're not two separate things. They're one thing. Just two different ends of it. So all of us have each of those energies within us. There's something here about stepping more into your masculine energy that is going to help you get more decisive, and it's going to help you even see something that once you step into this energy, you're going to be like, I was seeking that in other people, and this was why I was having this issue in the first place, because I didn't need this coming from the outside. I needed to step within this myself. And I'm seeing too, this is also going to help you connect with somebody that is dually connected as well. They are going to be connected with their masculine and their feminine energy, and so will you. And so you will be able to have that back and forth that you want, rather than feeling like you're seeking like such a, this reminds me of like the toxic masculinity. What I'm seeing here is like people that are so like closed off from emotions and like the feminine aspect of their experience, that when it comes to you trying to connect, something is like absent because they're not opened up in that way yet. So it's like by you embracing your masculine energy, it means there's going to be like you in a suspended balance between your masculine and your feminine, and it's going to allow you to connect with like much more compatibility with another person that also balances those two things out, because you'll be able to like switch and shift dynamics with the person rather than feeling like there's a stagnancy and also like a wall of closed off energy. Interesting. I'm seeing something coming to light about like an opportunity. This seems like an opportunity where something can really come from this, but I'm seeing there be like worry or anxiety connected with a message and what somebody wants to say, even about how somebody's feeling. Looking at Uranus and Virgo here. I will say this too. I'm looking at about 4 different people too, so you can fill in the spaces of who's who and who's doing what. But yeah, definitely cyclical dynamics that are happening here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for joining. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.